Hey guys, what is up? That was a funny intro, wasn't it? Anyways, I don't know if I should keep this headband on or not, but for now we're just going to keep it on and roll with this video because that's what we do. Anyways, as you can tell, I got a little Christmas present, and I'm really excited. Now, I want to say just quickly before I jump any further that normally on this channel I don't just do unboxings or anything like that, but this is kind of a special unboxing for what I do on this channel, in my podcast, and some other things. And so this is going to be something that will hopefully help me. As I imagine, it's a super dope looking mic. It is the Yeti X. But anyways, we'll get into the unboxing here in a second. But before we do that, I just wanted to introduce myself again. It has been a long time since I've made a video, actually, and I'm a little bit sad about that, actually. But I want to try and come back and just make some content for you guys the best that I can with the time that I have. So if this is your first time, my name is Zachary Ward, and I am pursuing a career in ministry. I do a podcast, so you guys can go check my podcast out. It is linked in the description. I also have links popping up on this video as well, so you can click those or copy them, whatever you need to do to go find those things. Instagram is a good place to find all my links as well. It's in the description. So just make sure you guys go check all that stuff out. But I love to make videos and podcasts talking about some very hot topics of sorts in the Christian world, some things that aren't normally talked about, some things that give a different perspective on some of the things and the topics that are kind of weighing heavy on this world. And so if you guys want to, make sure to go hit that subscribe button for me so that you can follow along with this journey and with my videos. And if you guys have ideas, go down in those comments, let me know what things you want me to talk about or things that you want me to look into so that I can make some content that you guys would like to see. So make sure to go do that. All right, before I start unboxing this beautiful thing, I just want to shout out my amazing girlfriend who actually got me this Christmas present right here. She is super amazing. And I just wanted to thank her for doing this and giving me and supporting me and helping me along the way. Hopefully you guys will start seeing her, besides her picture that I just popped up over there, in my videos and on my podcast soon. I'm hoping to do more of that kind of stuff where I have people in my videos are part of my podcast next year. So the new year is about to hit and we're about to get real with this stuff. So just keep sticking along. Again, go hit that subscribe button for me, and you can hit the bell too if you want notifications so you know when I come out with new videos. All right, so let's start this unboxing here. How about we? Ho ho! Okay, I need to be honest with you guys. Okay, I need to be really honest with you. The truth is, when I actually unwrapped this present on Christmas with my girlfriend, she wanted to see what it was all about, so I technically kind of unboxed it. So I kind of seen it already, but I think it'll be just as cool for me to even do it this time. But this is an unboxing for you guys, so you can see this. You're not necessarily going to see how this thing works yet. I might make a video about that, or maybe I do add it in this one. Who knows? But let's just let's start doing this. I don't need to cut anything, fortunately, because I already did this. So I kind of ripped it a little bit. I think this is just really cool. I think unboxing things is really fun, so if anybody wants me to unbox things, then you have to send me things, but that's besides the point. All right, so we got this. It comes in this box. There's a light up here. Whatever. Anyways, yeah, let's keep this going. So I think this box looks really cool. Whenever I took it out, I mean, it's not like crazy. I mean, it's just a box, but I don't know, I'm kind of into that all black matte look and stuff like that. And so I just was like, oh, this is a kind of fun little box here. And so basically, I mean, I'm just gonna take this part, lift this part up, and there she is. There's the baby in there. Woo-hoo-hoo. Guys, can you see her? Can you see it? Oh. There she. Oh, it's just so pretty. All right. This is the moment where I take her out. I don't know if there's a right way to handle this or whatever, but I'm just gonna take her out and kind of just. I mean, this is a pretty quick unboxing. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna talk a little bit more about some other things, but I think it's so cool. This thing, honestly, is a lot heavier than I anticipated. I didn't know how heavy these things were, but they're a lot heavier than you imagine. So that's it. This is the Yeti X. Now I want to make sure that I get that correct. So I'm going to grab the box just because I want to give you guys some details, because if you're actually on this video wondering what the heck I'm unboxing, because I might have forgotten to tell you, then I should tell you. Yes. This is the Yeti X. Just want to make sure I get that correct. This is a professional USB microphone for gaming, streaming, and podcasting. And I would like to make sure everyone knows I am not sponsored by Yeti at all. Not the cooler brand, and not this at all. So, actually, Blue is the company, not Yeti. They're just called Yeti X's. Blue, I'm not sponsored by them whatsoever, so don't think that whatsoever. But if they ever wanted to, I wouldn't be opposed. So anyways, this is her. This is the mic. Like, this is about maybe almost a foot high, close to, whenever it's just standing up. I'll give you guys a little closer view, and also we'll have some B-roll rolling through at this point of this thing a little bit, and you guys can kind of see what it's all about and what it looks like a little bit better. But yeah, this is pretty awesome. I just really love this. It looks so cool. I think whenever I pulled it out and looked at it, I looked at my girlfriend and I was like, I don't think I should be touching something this nice. Like, I don't think that that's okay. Most of my stuff will probably just be straight in front of me like this. There's always the chance that if I have someone in a podcast or video with me, I have this literally sitting right here, and then there's two people, boom, boom, like that. But guys, this is just really cool, and I mean, this box was well done. I'm pretty sure that we throw some salt in here, because they always throw some, yeah, oh, got some Human Dry. But anyways, guys, that is basically the its of the unboxing. I'm pretty confident there's nothing else down here, but just to double check, because you never know. Yeah, this was it. So anyways, this is a super cool gift, and I'm just like, I am so excited to kind of get this going and test this stuff out, and yeah, this is just gonna be really awesome. I don't know what else much to say about it. I know that was a little bit less of a desirable unboxing than maybe something bigger, but I am totally like elated. Is that the right word? Elated? I'm just totally excited to get going with this and just mess with this and figure out how to use this expensive piece of equipment here. It's like a trophy. That's like what it looks like to me. But yeah, I'm not sure. So guys, that's the unboxing. Here in just a second, after we take a quick little break, I am going to explain kind of like why this means so much to me and like what it entails for the future of this channel and my podcast and stuff like that, and the ministry stuff that I'm pursuing. And so yeah, just stick in for just a little bit longer. We're going to a quick break right now. Have you guys ever had fudge before? It's so good. Anyways, I just wanted to take this quick moment to remind you guys, go hit that subscribe button to my channel. It would mean a whole world to me. But also, one of the biggest things is I want to point out is my Patreon page. So you guys can go down in the link in my description and click the Patreon right under where it says Patreon page. And you can click that link and you can be transported to another land into my Patreon and become one of my patrons. And also make sure that you guys go check that out real quick. And I'd be super excited if you became a patron of mine. You'll be shouted out because I have two patrons right now. That is my girlfriend, and then also Canyon, who is my best friend's brother. You guys are awesome. I am super thankful for each of you being a patron on my ministry page, whatever you want to call it. So guys, go make sure to do that. Now let's get back to the video. Like, what this gift, like, okay, I have this mic now. Why is this something that was even something that I wanted? Why, like, what does this mean for me and for my channel? So I just wanted to talk a little bit about that. And so obviously, as I pointed out already, like, this gift means a whole lot more to me than, you know, it's not the fact that it was a more expensive gift and it was bought for me. It's what it means to me and like what it meant to this like channel and my podcast and stuff, and the support that my girlfriend, again, I'll keep shouting her out because it was just an amazing thing that I did not expect or deserve this or anything like that. but it just means that there's an advancement in what I'm able to give you guys. And so I'm just super grateful for her. And I think we have this whole Christmas season that just passed and all that, and we can look at this and be like, oh, cool, you got a cool gift and everything. It's less about the gift that was given and more of the reason why the gift was given to me. And so, we just had Christmas pass, and I was just super excited just to spend time with people. I mean, that's my favorite thing to do. Spending time with people is, I suppose, what you could say one of my love languages. And so it was just a gift that I didn't expect, but something that just means a whole lot to me. And I want to be able to give you guys more content and content that is really helpful and encouraging and thought-provoking and convicting at times. I mean, you'll hear that being said on my podcast all the time, and you guys can go down in the description and find the link to that. But it's something that I am always trying to key in on as I pursue ministry in the way that the Lord is leading me in everything. He is showing me that there's this need for talking about subjects that are hard, and you'll start to see that come out. I know that, as I've talked with my girlfriend a lot about this kind of stuff, it's just, there's a lot of things that Christians aren't talking about. There's a lot of things that need to be addressed, and I looked at her and I was like, we can be those people. We can do that. And so I know that for me, I'm going to make those steps, and I know that she wants to be a part of this as well. And so, that's something that we're looking forward to doing together with these things. If you guys hop on this channel and you hop onto my podcast, whatever it is, you're going to hear the central theme of the gospel being proclaimed. That's the only thing I care about proclaiming to you guys. I want you guys to hear the gospel. I want you to know that above all things that Christ, we just celebrate Christmas, which we celebrate Christmas meaning Jesus' birth. And without Jesus' birth, we don't have his death, we don't have his resurrection. And that's something that I was just so reminded of, is the fact that Jesus was born. He lived a life, perfectly lived a life, perfect. He lived a perfect life, and he walked on this earth being tempted and tried and being challenged and asked. He was asked questions that most people would probably be like, oh, I don't know how to answer that or anything like that. But he always answered with such grace and with such humility, yet he knew that he was the Son of God. And so the most important thing is to also remember that he went and died on a cross. He paid the penalty that we deserved. We deserve to be on that cross and die. But he went and paid that penalty in full and poured out that grace for us. And now we're called, we're invited to be with him and to run away from our sins and stuff and to run to him. And that's what you're going to hear on my podcast. You're going to hear on this YouTube channel. And it's going to be probably the thing that you're going to hear from me in person. It doesn't matter. And so I want this to be like a spark. I want this to be a spark of something where I just really make an effort to get you guys videos. I haven't done a good job whatsoever, and I also haven't done a great job with my podcast as of late. But this isn't like a New Year's resolution as we approach the new year or anything like that, but it is something where it's a challenge from myself. And obviously you guys are hearing this now, so there's a certain level of accountability with that. And I just want to make content for you guys, not expecting it to blow up and succeed in a way that's crazy, but praying and hoping that the Lord would change just even one life through the podcast or YouTube channel. And so, guys, I'm grateful for each of you. The time that you've taken to watch this video, the time that you took to even click that subscribe button, the time that you took to go become a patron of mine, whatever it is, it means a lot more to me, and it fuels me to see you guys commenting on videos, sharing videos. I don't really care about liking videos. You can like it if you want. But all those things really mean a whole lot more to me than you know. And I just, I'm again going to ask, just that you guys continually remain faithful to the Lord. I don't care if you watch my videos. I don't care if you go listen to my podcast or become a patron of mine. None of those things matter apart from your relationship with Christ. And so whether you are sitting here listening to this right now and you believe or don't believe, I want you to hear the good news that Jesus came and died on the cross for your sins, and that he is calling you, he's inviting you to turn away from your sin, to believe in him and to run after him and be obedient. And so there's nothing greater than the hope that he gives of everlasting life. And so I just hope that you guys are able to hear that through this. And again, go down in those comments and you can ask me questions. You can let me know what different types of videos you want me to make, topics that you're interested about. And I want to do that because I want to give you guys the content that you guys are interested in. And so also, again, your support just means a whole lot to me. So whatever ways you can do that, whether you become a patron, again, go subscribe, whatever the thing is, that means a whole lot to me. Share these videos, share the podcast, get the word out there, keep digging into God's word, keep proclaiming the truth of his word, and live a faithful life to the Lord. And guys, I hope that you have a super duper New Year's. We're about there. So I'll see you guys in the new year. See you later.